to Feed Dump. This week it's May, and that means it's springtime, and that means we're all suffering from seasonal allergies. So this week we're all allergens because we're all miserable anyhow. I'm whatever comes off grass that is making my entire body itch. Joining me this week is flower pollen.
Just thinking about making a joke makes me itchy.
And militarized ants.
There's no fighting back. There's no grand plan. Just bend over, get your gear, and kiss your ass goodbye.
A Pennsylvania man who tried to scare away possums by lighting a fire has destroyed his own home.
Ooh, that sounded like a good plan that went bad real quick.
What part of that is the good plan?
Well, there was a man, and he was living in Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is a pretty nice state to live in, I'm told.
No, Pennsylvania is nice, at least the parts I've seen many years ago. I went to Pittsburgh and went during the summer, and it was really cool and a beautiful city and had like nice views of the river and good restaurants. And I met someone and she was like, yeah, sometimes people from Pittsburgh like to refer to the city as the Paris of the Appalachians. And I'm like, that makes it sound worse. And she's like, yeah, it does.
But they have possums.
So if you have like a possum and an opossum and then you stick them together, do they like cancel each other out? Or is it like magnets and they like bind together and they make power?
No, neither of those things, Beej. But speaking of stupid things, who was the person who put an O on the word possum? Because it's spelled opossum. It's just pronounced possum. And this greatly confused, like, child Kathleen. And it annoys me to this day.
The O is to show respect, like O kami.
I grew up in Canada where we probably don't have possums, as far as I know. But I am very familiar with the venerable trash panda, or as it's locally known, shuffle cat. And the thing is, I don't know, what is the difference between a possum and a raccoon?
Well, Beej, a possum is basically just a tree weasel. Wait, isn't a weasel just a tree weasel? Weasels are tree weasels. A raccoon could be a tree weasel.
Also, a stupid man burned his house down. Fucking tree weasels.
3 men from Arkansas were charged with criminal mischief and burglary after they stole a live alligator from a nature park. Police found it in their car.
Well, I sure hope to hell they buckled it up.
Good call, Beej. Just because you steal an alligator doesn't mean you should be against the concept of safety first.
I think if you are stealing a live alligator, you're a laissez-faire person when it comes to your own safety. Also stolen in this robbery, a shotgun and a replica of a western diamondback rattlesnake. They've recovered the alligator and the shotgun, but the rattlesnake replica is still missing.
Nice. Does the article also state who held their beer?
Oh, Beej, I'm sure for a crime this sophisticated, there's a Facebook post detailing their exact plans, home addresses, and where their beer was consumed and then held.
Neat. Facebook's become the pre-crime blotter.
What kind of room has an alligator, a shotgun, and a replica snake? This is the weirdest double-fine goddamn adventure game I've ever heard of.
According to the walkthrough, you really only need the alligator and the shotgun to leave the room. If you carry the replica snake with you, you can give it to the old lady outside the facility before the cops arrest you, and that way she'll unlock the ultimate weapon for you before you fight the final boss, who is really just the judge in this case. This has taken a very hard turn into meth territory.
Dude, we're talking about 3 guys who thought it was a great idea to steal an alligator and then stuff it in their car. I think this has already gone way into meth territory. So far that they're on the freeway through bath salts land, but they can still take the turnoff and hit the Salvia Flats.
I'm really looking forward to 2018 where alligator bath salt shows up on Steam Greenlight.
2018, Serge? I give it 3 weeks. This is green light. It doesn't have to be good or work.
A New Hampshire business owner who was sick and tired of people using his store's parking lot without then shopping in the store decided to take matters into his own hands. He called the police. And then afterwards, he and an employee went out and drilled holes in the tires of like 20 cars. Then he got arrested!
If you want cars to leave your lot, don't render them unable to leave your lot.
I'm really curious about the shop owner's thought process here. It's like, step 1, call the police. Step 2, commit a crime. Step 3, what do you think was going to happen after you committed a crime and called the police to your own location?
Good job, citizen. I'm glad you took the initiative and meted out justice on your own without waiting for us to appear. Here's $1,000 and a free blowjob machine. Can I drill some holes in some tires?
While we're on the theme of fantasy police encounters, why yes, citizen, I did see that man being rude to a cat. Why, you can punch him. That's the correct form of justice for somebody who would commit such a heinous crime. Also, that woman's hat is a crime against humanity, and I will be writing her a ticket accordingly.
Why, yes, citizen, a cappuccino steamed 10 degrees too hot is unpalatable. I condone you throwing it on the ground and storming out without paying for it.
Why, yes, groovy millennials, I would like to smoke a bowl of nugs with you. I love the marijuana jams. They're great. Except in 2018, Canada is legalizing marijuana, so that's going to happen anyhow. So, the weekend that happens, don't come to Canada if you don't like weed, because you will get high from breathing the air. I will be keeping my daughter inside. But, on that note, we're going to call this episode of Feed Dump to a close. And remember, there may be better sources of news, but they don't have Beige, they don't have Surge, and they don't have this hat, which says Swedish Chef, Borka, 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 which is what everybody will sound like after they've been breathing Canadian air for a weekend in 2018.
I get that you are angry that they parked in your lot, but if you want the cars gone, why did you get rid of their ability to leave?
That's what I said! I'm a police cop!
I went too many layers deep.